Come on in. We've been expecting you. We know you're watching this video on our website or YouTube channel because you want to know the exact steps on how to rush apostille this type of document as fast and as easily as possible. So buckle up, and here we go.
Hi, if you're watching this video right now, it's probably because you are needing to understand where and how you can rush Apostille Texas Articles of Incorporation document, what will it cost, what is the current turnaround and processing times, and what are the exact steps that you need to follow to place into Texas Corporation's Apostille order with us. First, all documents classified by the Texas Secretary of State as Corporation Section filed documents cannot be mailed or dropped off to us by you to Apostille. That is because to order an Apostille through the Texas Corporation's unit, you or your company must have already filed in the past this specific document with the state of Texas, and then you were given a unique file number from the Texas Secretary of State after they process your corporate document. And this is an example of what it would look like. So your company in the past created an Articles of Incorporation and you submitted it to the Texas Secretary of State. Then after they processed it and filed it, they're going to stamp filed in the office of the Secretary of State. And this would be where your file number would be right here. And then you can see it's from the corporation section. The corporation section is different than the authentications unit. There's two different divisions that Apostille documents. Corporation section only does documents that have been filed in the past. And you cannot, like we said, mail or drop off documents to them. The authentication units only issues apostilles on documents that you physically present to them. They have to be the originals or certified originals to them. And that's documents that you would think are corporation documents, and they are legally, but to the Secretary of State, they're not considered corporation section documents, such as power of attorneys, company minutes to meetings, company board resolutions, company or corporate bylaws. All those documents, we can help you apostille, but those first have to be properly notarized, and then you have to mail or drop off the originals to us, and then we can submit it to the Secretary of State. And if you go up here, this is the section right here. Those are all considered non-recordable documents. You just click on here, and that will go to our board resolutions, walk you through how to do that, minutes to meetings right here, power of attorneys, and then we also have corporate resolutions is farther down. If you don't have a unique SOS file number that you were issued by the Texas Secretary of State, we cannot help you apostille it because the Texas Secretary of State Corporation Division will only issue corporation apostille certificates on documents that they have on file in their database that come attached with an SOS file number. Secondly, you must know and have the unique Texas Secretary of State file number that you and your company were issued by the Secretary of State to place an online apostille order with us. That number will only be numbers with no letters in it. On our corporation's order form page that you can access by clicking on the order form button at the very bottom of this page, you will need to give us the SOS file number, the full name of your corporation, and you'll upload a copy of your document along with a prepaid return FedEx or UPS shipping label so we can mail all your documents back to you or to whomever in the world you want. Next is step number 2, which is the shipping instructions. This is step 2. Step 2 is going to be about shipping and how you get your documents to us and how we get your documents that we apostille back to you or to wherever you want. So corporation documents or that are only issued through Texas Secretary of State Corporations Unit, or the Corporations section as it's called, does not allow anyone, any person, any company to give them documents to apostille. So what that means is you cannot ship or mail documents to us, like we state in step 1, and you cannot drop off documents to us. You can only upload on our order form page, which is down below in step 3, that we'll go over, that you have to upload copies of your documents that you want apostilled and give us your unique SOS file number, which we talk about in step 1. So all you have to worry about on shipping is just giving us a prepaid return shipping label so we can mail your documents back to you. So we recommend by far the most reliable, the company that's going to lose your documents the least or destroy your documents in shipping is FedEx. That is who we use for 16 years. Every single document that we ship back or ship to our DC office when we're doing federal apostilles and embassies, and they have never, knock on wood, never lost one of our documents or have destroyed any of them. And we always do 2-day FedEx overnight. And they are the cheapest to ship domestically in the United States by far if you use FedEx One Rate. If you follow our directions right here, so you click here, and this will walk you through, and there's another long video there, and that will walk you through with screenshots and a video. So you can just read the screenshot page all the screenshots on that page, or you can watch the video, which we go through the whole thing like I'm doing now. And then go here is for UPS. But the most reliable is FedEx. And to put it in perspective, we ship 2-day FedEx documents from Austin, Texas, which is central Texas, all the way as far as you can go across the country to the Atlantic Ocean to Washington, D.C., and it only costs us $10.95. When we check it, UPS is always at least 4 times more expensive, over $40 for the same thing. And even the U.S. Post Office is over $23. It's double. So FedEx, if you use FedEx One Rate, and that's the trick. Most people don't know about that. They don't use FedEx One Rate. They just use FedEx and they get a quote, and that's why you get charged. So go here and it will walk you through how to check FedEx One Rate. And you can do this anywhere in the world. So you can create a prepaid shipping label for FedEx or UPS if you go online anywhere in the world. And then you can print it out and then mail it to us with your for Corps. You just email it to us or upload it onto our site, and then it gets emailed to us. That way, you don't have to go into a UPS store or you don't have to go into a FedEx. Just follow these directions right here on these links, and that will walk you through it. The other thing is very important is you cannot put our name, our address, our phone number on the prepaid return shipping label. What I mean by that is, as we state right here, we will not mail your documents back to you if you do this. Especially, under no circumstances will we ship internationally. You have to put your name, address and phone number, or a friend, a family member, coworker, a company address. It doesn't matter what address you put there, but where it's getting sent from back to you or to you, wherever you want us to send it to. If it's a different country, a different government entity, a company, a friend, family member, coworker, wherever we're sending it to, that's up to you to choose. But on the shipping label, it's going to ask you where it's getting shipped from. Now, we're here in Austin, but we're not the shipper or the importer. You are. You create the shipping label, and you are paying for the shipping label. But if you put our name on the prepaid return shipping label, the return address, meaning if they lose it, right? This is usually for people, if you're from the United States, you put a stamp on an envelope, and you have in the upper left-hand corner of the envelope, you put your address because you're sending it to, say you're sending a card to grandma or grandpa. If the post office loses it, or that address you put is non-existent, it's a wrong address, you put the wrong address, they're going to return that envelope to whoever sent it. That's why you have that address on there. So this is almost never going to happen, but you just can't put our address on there because it goes through customs or there's extra fees. We are going to get billed, which can be hundreds of dollars on one shipment because it's customs. People didn't pay the customs. And people do it all the time. So you can't put us, it's our company legal policy. You cannot do that. So again, it doesn't matter what address you put. You can put any address in Texas or any address in Austin. It doesn't matter. And you can do this, but you got to do it online. You run into problems if you go to FedEx office or UPS store because the people there just say, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't put your address twice." You can. We do it. People do it every day. You just have to go online to do it. You just can't do it in store. So that's what you have to do is just click on one of these right here. And if you're shipping internationally, you're also going to need a customs invoice or a custom commercial invoice, it's called, when you're shipping customs. So you can click right here for FedEx and right here for UPS, and we already have a custom template already pre-filled out for you. All you have to do is fill out a couple, like your name, your information, and then sign it, and that will be the customs. You don't have to go through the fiasco of going through FedEx or UPS. We actually hired consulted with a FedEx office manager and UPS manager and had them help us because most of the stuff on those templates that they have, you don't need it and it's confusing. So we stripped it all off and pre-filled it out. And then all you have to do is fill out your information, like your name, your phone number, and then sign it. And then you can print that off or save it and then email it to us. And some countries it doesn't really matter. Like Mexico doesn't really matter. But if you want to be on the safe side, you can. But Mexico, for example, if you're sending just documents, not actual packages. But if you're sending documents, you don't need an customs invoice. But again, if you want to be safe, people do them. We'll just tuck them in there with it. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple for corporate documents because you don't have to worry about creating a label to ship to us. You can't ship to us. So everything you're going to do is going to be electronically up, and you're going to upload it on our order form page. And we're going to go over that in step 3. That will go over that. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Hi, this is step 3. I'm going to go over what the turnaround times are currently as of November 30th, 2025. And this will be the case just on this video. So if you're watching this video in 2026, 2027 and beyond, go by what is on this page, not what's on this video. I'm just recording as of today what the state of Texas, their turnaround time is currently. So you're going to get us our order form, okay? And how you're going to do that is you're going to have to email. You cannot mail or drop off corporate documents to us. You only can email or online do online orders. You cannot, again, mail us or drop off corporation or what's considered Texas corporation unit documents. You cannot do that. And up here, if you go, it'll show you this right here. Can only order online. They don't need to be notarized. All these right here. And then there's more than that, but just that's like 90% of what people need, 95 of what they need for corporations is. All right. So if we get your order online, so if you order online from us and we get it by 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, excluding all major and state holidays or when the Secretary of State is open. So they're closed on a lot of days that aren't federal or state holidays, just so you know. Like they were closed for 4th of July the Monday after 4th of July. 4th of July was on a Friday. Monday was not a federal or state holiday. They were closed. This week, Black Friday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving, they were closed. They were closed for 3 days this week. The 2 of those days are not federal or state holidays. So don't go by the government. You can contact us, and we will tell you if they're open or not. Usually we put a blog post up on our blog that you can go to, and that will announce if they're open or not. But if we get your documents, again, by 5 o'clock Central Standard Time or after. So right now, they're taking between 1 to 2 business days. And this right here will change in a couple hours. So this date right here in year, this will change. All this right here, this will change every month. So if you come and look at this page every month, it will say December 25 or January 26, and then we will update it whatever the current timeline is. So in the future, it could take them 2 or 3 business days. Maybe it's 3 or 4 business days. Right now, it's taking them between 1 to 2 business days. The way we look at it is 1 to 2 business days. Okay? And I'm going to give you scenarios to explain to you how fast this will be. So scenario number 1, if we get your documents before or by 5 o'clock Central Time on Monday, we're going to file them basically that night. We're going to file them electronically with the night. So that first thing in the morning, on Tuesday morning, the Secretary of State's going to get our order. And normally, they're going to get it that same day. They're going to issue it that day. So in your mind, you ordered with us on a Monday, but to the Secretary of State, because it was after hours, they close now they close at 5. They just changed the hours from 4 to 5 after almost 2.5 years. But to you emailed your order into us on Monday. We're going to file it as early as we possibly can because they were closed on Tuesday morning. So same day, which is next business day, they're going to order, or in 2 business days, they're going to issue it. So worst case scenario, you're going to get it by Wednesday or Tuesday. So if you file with us on Monday, best case, worst case, if you get it to us by 5 o'clock Central Standard Time, we're going to be able to pick it up and mail it back to you on either Tuesday or Wednesday. And then example number 2, if we receive your documents after our 5 o'clock cutoff time on Monday, we're going to file it the next business day, and then they're going to issue it in 1 day or 2 business days. So best case, worst case in that situation is they're going to do it either, again, Tuesday or Thursday. They could do it as late as Thursday. So again, if you order on Monday, the absolute worst case is we'll be able to mail it back to you on Thursday, and it could be as quick as Tuesday. It all depends on the Secretary of State on how they're backlogged. But in general, as of right now, as shooting this video, typically it's usually the same day. So if we get your document by 5 o'clock, they'll have it by the end of Tuesday. We'll be able to pick it up and mail it back to you basically the next day. That's 95% of the time. And we have a really great relationship with the girls that work there. They're all women. And their whole staff. So they kind of push our orders through really fast, very fast. So it helps. We give them cookies and cupcakes. So we take care of them. So, but that's typically what it's going to be. It's going to be, but again, it can be the longest we've ever had is like 1 day. They've never taken, even though they say on their website, if you call them, they'll say it takes 2 business days. We've never had that. So for the most part, if we get it probably always be Tuesday or Wednesday, you're going to get it, just so you're clear how fast you need to get the documents back. Okay. Corporate pricing is different than the authentications unit. There's 2 different units at the Secretary of State. There's what's called Texas Corporations And then there's Texas Authentications Unit. The Texas Authentication Unit is much cheaper. It's like 3.5 times cheaper, the filing fee. Our fees are the exact same, just that we pay for the filing fee for both of them. So the price is $145 per document on the corp side. And that includes all the filing fees. So you don't pay any filing fees. You don't send us extra money. You don't do the corporate, the Texas Secretary of State corporate application. You don't do any of that. You just fill out our order form. And our order form is right here. You're going to go right here, click on this, and there's another video to watch that will walk you through what you have to do on the things that you have to upload and the information we need to do to file your order with the Secretary of State. And then over here, this just basically tells you if you need one document, it's just easy math, so you don't got to do it in your head. If it's one apostille you need, it's 145. If it's two, it's 290, 3, 4 for 35, and so on and so forth. We just give you a little chart up to 10 if you needed 10 apostles. And just so you know, if you need multiple apostles on the same document for different countries, you can do that. So because corporate is going to make the certified copy for you, as we state in step 1, you can have multiple. So let's say you have articles of incorporation and you needed it for 3 different countries. Then you're just going to tell us what 3 countries they're for and put quantity 3 in the order form. And then it will be 435 for 3. And then you can get 3 different apostles for 3 different countries on that same document. If that makes sense. You can have as many as you want because they're going to create the certified copy. You're not giving them the documents. Whereas in the authentications unit, let's say you had a birth certificate, but you needed it for 3 countries. You can't use one birth certificate for 3 countries. You'd have to get 3 original, or have 3 certified copies issued from the county or the city or the state of Texas to get 3 apostles, because these are all going to be, all the documents in this division are already on file with them. They'll just make new certified copies for as many as you want. So just make sure you can have as many as you want. So if you wanted 10 apostles on one document, you could do that. It doesn't matter because they already have it on file. And that's it. Thank you so much.